my friends, I'm Professor Hans von Puppet, and I want to share something very exciting with you. The mid-morning boost and motivation that gets your day shifted and lifted is here. Whether you're working, driving, or relaxing around the house, tune in for the empowerment you need to stay motivated throughout your day. Vincent Carter, your friend and brother from Memphis, Tennessee, will be live on Facebook every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's right, share this exciting news with your friends and family. And be sure to set your reminders each week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, to hear empowerment from Vincent Carter on Facebook Live. Listen, I'll be locked in and hope you will be too.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you? How are you doing? How are you feeling? This is the day that the Lord had made. We will rejoice. I will rejoice with you and be glad in it. So glad we're here today on one accord. I'm just so excited to be with each and every last one of you on today. Good morning to you, Takitha. Good morning to you, Veronica. Oh my goodness, and to all of those that are joining. Where is the food? Today is not Friday. Today is not Friday. And so we're going to get to the food on Friday. I haven't been cooking in a couple of weeks, haven't I? Oh, yeah, we got to cook up some stuff. We got to do something. Oh, we got to do something fancy. Listen, you can come cook. How about that? I know you can cook. You can come cook. Listen, just so excited to be here with each and every one of you. It is so awesome. It's just so amazing. Today is such a wonderful and a beautiful day. I'm not going to be on here long. I know you got things to do. Many of you are at lunch or you're on a break, or you may be at the gym, or you may just be at home working from home with your headphones in. Wherever you are, listen, I just want you to join in just for a few moments. Going to talk to you about something this morning. You probably saw it, and good morning, Sister Maria. You probably saw The Hustle, or in the beginning, or we're going to talk about what's in your back pocket. What's in your back pocket? We've heard that saying. Well, I've heard it. Let me tell you about what I heard then, because you may not have always heard that. But I've always heard that you need to keep something in your back pocket. Always. You got to always have a strategy behind you. You got to make sure that you don't put everything in the basket. You got to know how to put something behind. I remember my wife telling me one day, it was about some money, and she said one thing about me, and I know this about women, and so y'all can go ahead and agree with me, because I know I'm telling the truth. Not a woman's expert, but I can tell you one thing. I know y'all like to hide money. That I do know. Y'all have money hid in places that men don't know about. You're going to always make sure that something is in the back. And so today, I just want to tell you today, just for a few moments, you need to always make sure you have something in your back pocket. Chris, I always have a story of my personal life, because my personal life has been quite interesting and amazing, but quite interesting. And when I was young, I remember my brothers and I, we would go across the street and we would knock on neighbors' doors. I know y'all don't do that no more. You can't do that because it's too dangerous to knock on people's doors. But we used to knock on doors. And when we would knock on doors, we would ask the ladies across the street, the older ladies who we knew they didn't want to walk to the store. And so we would go across the street and we were like, hey, would you like us to go to the store for you? And, at that time we were running, you were barefoot, or you had a bike, you had a scooter, you had a big wheel, or whatever you had to do to go to the neighborhood grocery store. And we would make 25 cents and 50 cents. And if you really were doing good, you'll get a whole dollar. And I'm going to tell you something, that dollar meant a whole lot. We'll take that 50 cent, that quarter, and that dollar, and we would put it up for something. And as we got older, even, and I, don't y'all tell, I always say this, don't tell my mother this because I don't want Mother Liddell to get me. But sometimes when, and now you don't have to be transparent, so don't y'all be like, oh, he did that. Y'all did it too. When they give us that little Sunday school money, we used to take that little quarter and go to the corner store and go down there and spend it. And sometimes we'll take that quarter and keep it for the next day. I'm telling my age here because some of y'all be like, a quarter? Yeah, it was a quarter then. It was a lot for me. And so those were things that we did even when we were young. And so as we got older, we had a lawnmower at the house. And we would ask our dad, can we take the lawnmower? Can you give me $3 for some gas and a few gallons of gas? Then that's when gas was $1. And so we would take that lawnmower and we would go to the other folks' neighborhood that seemed like they had a little bit more money than where I stayed at. And so we would knock on doors and ask them. Some of the yards we cut, y'all paying $60 and $70 and $80 to get y'all yards cut now. We would cut them yards for $10 back then. We were pushing those lawnmowers. We were raking leaves. We were doing those things because we need to make some money. We had to have some money. Our family put a roof over our head. They provided for us to eat, but we had to find out how to make a side hustle. There was a side hustle. So there were other things. We in high school we sold pencils and we sold locks. And I have a friend of mine. I always mention him, Mr. Atlanta Ace. He would sell anything. As a matter of fact, he was driving at 14, y'all, and we were all piled up in the car, 10 deep, with no driver's license. Don't y'all tell our parents. We'll go to the Mall of Memphis then, and while we were down at the mall, listen, he'll make sure that we paid $3 and $4. He had to get his hustle. He would make sure we sold ties in high school. Listen, we did a lot of things, but as we got older in the real world, we found out that what we did then, listen, you still have to do it as you get older, but you do it in other ways, because what has happened is we found out how to work our 9 to 5. We work our 9 to 5. We work our 8 to 4. We work overnight. We do these things and you pay bills every single day. But then you realize that you know how much your check is going to be every week or every 2 weeks. You're trying to save. You're trying to do for others. You're trying to pay this. You're trying to pay that. The taxes. You're doing all these things, but you're realizing that you need a little extra. That's why we are here today, just to talk about the extra for the next few minutes. There are many ways that you can get extra without even moving. You got things in your closet. I got friends who sell things out of their closet. They're putting it on eBay. eBay charges nothing but 7 to, 15% fee. I don't know. They charge for everything. Listen, I might even sell these glasses when I get off and put them on something to sell. You can make money while you sleep. There are many ways you can make money without having to put up things. You got stuff in your closet. Many of y'all closets are full of clothes. But there is somebody out there that wants it. I was watching the news just the other day, and they were talking about on the news how now most people are buying second-hand things. Now, when I was coming up, second-hand things was a no-no. We went to those stores, Salvation Army and MVets, because that's where we had to go in order to survive, in order to put clothes on our back. But what people have found out now, when you go into the thrift store now, it's crowded. It's packed. Everybody is in the store because they trying to find that good deal. So the things that you have in your closet, the things that you have, people may want. And so you're able to sell those things and put them up. And put them up on eBay and put them up on these different websites and sell it. You got ride share apps. If you got a good driver's license, listen, you can do Uber Eats. I've been watching an Uber Eats commercial for days. You can do Dash. It's so many things that you can do to gain extra income that costs you absolutely nothing. Listen, all I wanted to say today and all I wanted to do was encourage you, Brother Richard. Yes, wash a car. You can do yards. There are so many things that you can do. And I'm telling you, because there are people out here who just don't want to do it. Listen, people are shopping for you now. They're going to Target. They're going to Kroger. They're going to the different grocery stores. They're shopping for you because you don't feel like doing it, and you're paying them to do a good service, and that's what you want from them. There are many ways to make money. I'm telling you, there are many ways, and you don't have to copy off anybody. You can just be yourself. Always keep something in your back pocket, because we don't know what tomorrow will hold. We don't know listen, this is the question. Well, yeah, this is a question and maybe more of a statement too. If something happens to your 9 to 5 today, what are you going to do to survive? What do you have in your back pocket? What is it that you can do in order to provide for your children, for your family, for your loved ones? What is it that you have? What is this hustle that you have? I talked to one friend on this past week, and business is booming, and they're doing well, and they're flipping houses, and there's so many things that you can do, even with a small amount of money. I encourage you today to move forward. I encourage you today to get that side hustle that's legal. And I say legal. I'm not talking about going out and scamming people and doing things that are not godly, but I want you to do something that can help you and be beneficial to somebody else as well. Find you something to do. We're on the computer all day. We're spending hours. If you don't believe me, go to Facebook. They will tell you how long you've been on social media and how long you've been looking at this app. And so I want you to focus on what you need to do for your family, that side hustle. Make sure you put something in your back pocket. I remember when I got married, I had a couple of side hustles I was doing here, but when I got married, my wife had 13,000 side hustles. And so every day she would come up to me and she'd be like, "Oh, I got a new email address and a new website. I have a new business name." I'm like, you have 15,000 emails and 15,000 business ideas. And so I had to pull back just a little bit, because I had to realize, see, in my world, I was just like, let's just make something work. In her world is that the more streams of income you have, listen, something is going to work. Millionaires have more than one stream of income. They're not just waiting on that Wednesday. They're not waiting on the 15th. They're not waiting on Texas and all of these things. No. You got to always have money coming in. Money in the bank. Money. Listen, just don't let money rule you, okay? Don't have the love of it. You know what I mean? Just do what you need to do so that you can provide for yourself and live a healthy life. Live a healthy life. Latoya, good morning to you. Listen, thank you, Sister Maria. Listen, thank you, each and every one of you, for joining me on today. I'm telling you, it's been so awesome. We are going to be in this kitchen this Friday. We are going to be in this kitchen. I don't know what we're going to cook. I don't have a clue, but we're going to cook something, and we're going to have fun, and it's going to be exciting. Listen, I want you to, just for the next 30 seconds, this chat right here, hustle. This chat hustle, chat. Put that in the chat. Put that in the chat. I got about several people on here right now, and I want to make sure, listen, to put something on you today. I want to be a blessing to each and every one of you. Well, not each and every one of you. I always want to be a blessing to each and every one of you, but I just want to do my normal giveaway No more giveaway. Give me just a second while you're typing, and we're going to get this up for you. And I'm going to be out of here. I am going to be out of here. Let's go with this here. Y'all doing all right today? Talk to me. How y'all feeling out there today? We talked about feeling the other day because sometimes people don't feel it all the time. Oh yeah, we got a few of the names in here today. Okay, y'all on here today, y'all typing those names in. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Bless you, Pastor Morris. Bless you, bless you. Listen, oh, I see your names. I see we're at 8. Listen, we're gonna get to 10. We're gonna maybe get to 10. Come on, put hustle. Say something. Love you, love you. Listen, remember this one thing. I'm gonna do this giveaway in just a second here. I love you. And remember, there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. I'm so glad, Sister Maria, you're blessed. Arnell, Latoya, Veronica, feeling good. Thank you so much for joining, y'all. This is so awesome. Veronica could cook too, y'all. So we may have her on here live one day as well, doing some good old cooking. That good pound cake and chicken salad. All those things. Bless you. I love you, each and every one of you, Takita, for joining me. Listen, let's go ahead and let's do this drawing real quick. If your name is called, I always tell you, make sure you email me. Email me and let me know. Yes, let's check it out and see who the winner is. Listen, my friend, the pastor, Timothy Lyon. Oh my goodness. We thank God for each and every one of you. So glad that you were able to join me on this morning. You guys have been amazing. Thank you. I know, Dr. Timothy, I know your information already. So we're going to send you a blessing your way. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you Friday early in the morning. We're going to be doing something good. And I love you. And remember, there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. Remember, get your side hustle, put something in your back pocket.